Welcome in. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. I'm so glad you're here today. We're going to be talking about lion's mane, hopefully. And I know that we're just a few minutes late. Garrett, who's going to be, Mr. Mushroom, is going to be the brains of this operation, is having a little bit of a technical difficulty right now. So he's trying to connect. Let me see if I can get him in here. Can you say something?
Yeah, I think I can. I think I
I
got it.
still can't hear you.
No. Oh no, that's a bummer.
And we're not sure what's going on. We've done this over and over and over again. So no volume, no sound for you?
No, I can hear you, but
Nope. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, you guys can hear me. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let Garrett hop off and get back to his day, and we're going to reschedule this for a few days from now because I want to get some good information out to you guys about this, because what I've been seeing with my own situation. Let me go ahead and let Garrett hop off. Garrett, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Okay. And then I want to share with you guys a few things really quickly that I've learned about lion's mane just from taking it. And let me tell you, I didn't really jump on the lion's mane bandwagon right away, and it's been out there for a while, and the buzz about it has just been continuing and continuing and continuing. And of course, we're seeing a lot of the medicinal health benefits from the different mushrooms, particularly chaga. We know that because of the immune support that it provides. I mean, it's just incredible, and it's so easy. It's just an easy way to support your immune system. So I had been hearing about lion's mane, and I just wasn't even really sure that I wanted to bother trying it because, there's just lots of things out there to try. Here's what happened. And I intentionally did not read anything about lion's mane. I mean, I'd heard about it, I'd seen headlines, this and that, but I hadn't heard anything about the benefits. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and just try it. And I want to see what effects it has on me without having any preconceived notions, because I didn't want to do the whole placebo thing where I thought, oh, it's going to do this, so then I would start recognizing this. I wanted it to just be a clean slate, which is exactly what I did. And I haven't researched lion's mane at all. That's why I had Garrett here, because he's Mr. Mushroom. And I thought he's going to know so much more than I do. Here's what has happened for me, ladies. And I've been taking it about 3 weeks now. The first thing that I noticed was a clarity in my thinking. And I want to try to describe it for you, because if you feel like you're a little bit muddled in your thinking, or you just don't process information as quickly as you used to, this is going to be important for you to hear. What I noticed almost right away, probably maybe 3 or 4 days into taking lion's mane, and I take the tincture, which is from Garrett's company, Birch Boys. It is almost like that little fiber capsule, or if you could just imagine that those the thinking that goes through this little fiber, it felt like it had been cleaned out. In other words, my thought processes were just like zipping through with such clarity. It feels like the whole thing had been dusted and cleaned out, and I was just thinking so much more clearly, which is freaky, because I would not have said prior to taking it that I had any kind of cognitive slowdown as a result of getting older, or just, maybe not having a brain that works as well as someone else's. So that definitely would not be a complaint that I would have had. When I started realizing that, it's almost weird, because I didn't realize that there was a slowdown there, because it just zips through now. I think much clearer. I process information a lot quicker. I just feel sharper and more on point. You know those days where perhaps you've been doing something with your brain, and it's really upping, firing, and it's just really clicking along. Maybe you've had a project or something that you really got to have those neurons firing and you just feel much clearer. It's like that every day. So that for me was a huge bonus, even one that I didn't even realize that I was looking for. The second thing is, and this just happened this morning again, and I wasn't really paying attention until this morning. It just hit me and I really recognized it. I took my lion's mane and I take it generally, I try to take it earlier in the day. I don't take it when I take all my supplements because it's a liquid and you need to, measure it out. I take 5 mLs now and I measure it out and I put it in a little cup and I shoot it because it does not taste that good. And then I'll just really quick drink my tea or my coffee afterwards to just kind of get it out of my mouth and into my system. Within about 35 to 45 seconds, maybe a minute, I had a rush of well-being through my body, like, whoa. And again, I wasn't paying attention to anything. I was busy doing chores around the house, knowing that I had this a little later on. But all of a sudden, I was like, wow. Now, here's something. I don't drink alcohol. I don't take drugs. I don't even take Advil. I'll maybe take Advil once a year or something. I just don't do that stuff. But what I can say, and I used to drink when I was younger. You know that sense when you take a drink or a glass of wine or something and you kind of have a rush of like, wow, that feels good. It was like that. And it wasn't, and I realized this morning it wasn't the first time that I had felt that. So I know that there's something chemically going on with the lion's mane. And I'll tell you, that kind of feels good. And I think, I don't want to say for sure, but I think that there's an additional sense of well being that comes from taking this. So that's what I had to say about my experience. Why am I sharing this? Because it's interesting to me. I have seen lion's mane out in the marketplace. I have not researched it. I still haven't. Garrett will come back when he's not having technical difficulties and talk to us about the more of the science behind it. He is so learned in the area of mushrooms because of his chaga business, and now of course he sells additional mushrooms and things in his business. I want him to explain to me, and I thought you guys would be interested too, why it's doing what it's doing. And am I just making it up or is this stuff? The reason I don't think I'm making this up is because I wasn't looking for anything and I don't have any preconceived notions about what lion's mane could be doing for me. So that's why I feel like it's good information because it's surprising. So let me jump over here in the comments. I want to say, Marie in Australia, you need to go to bed, girl. She said she couldn't get to sleep, so she was going to watch the live. I'm sorry that we don't have Garrett today. We'll have Garrett back soon. Good. You could hear Garrett. I could not hear Garrett. That's interesting. Well, I promise we'll have Garrett back soon. I'll try to get him back on before the end of the month because his company, Birch Boys, is the July boss event. So his company is wonderful. I've been using his chaga for a long, long time. It's a great immune support. And what it is that the sale for this month is so good. It's 25% off all the chaga products and all the lion's mane products. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. The chaga is an amazing immune system support. It's so good for you. It's right up there with your vitamin D and your zinc and your quercetin. Chaga will really, really support your immune system in a very smart way. And the lion's mane, I think there's some good stuff there for us older gals. I really do. And when I asked Garrett to do the research, I said, I specifically want information on what it's going to do for us older gals. What can we kind of see as a result? So that's the information. I'm sorry it's not here today, but we got to check in and chat. Just tuned in to hear a rush of well-being. I needed to hear that. I know particularly lately why things are pretty bumpy up there. Ooh, I'm so sorry that we're not going to have a full live for you today. Crawley R says, who I made it to alive. Bobby, good morning from the Villages. Oh, hi, Bobby. I'm a neighbor. Or ever hear of turkey tail mushroom? Yes, I've heard of turkey tail, absolutely. And again, it's a mushroom that I haven't done any research on. Hi, Diane. So glad to see you. Definitely going to look into the lion's mane. I need some well-being. Well, that's definitely my experience. So that's unfortunately what I have for you today. It has been very interesting for me. So if you've thought about trying it, you might want to give it a whirl from Birch Boys with the sale because it's a good discount. So that's the best suggestions that I have for you about that. Thank you so much, you guys, for popping in. Even though this live is very, very short, we will have Garrett back soon. I've got a fun video coming for you this Sunday. And right now, I'm going to take my little self, put my bathing suit on, go lay out by the pool into the Florida sun for a little while. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great week. As always, I appreciate every time you show up and every time you spend some time away. It just means a lot to me. All right, everyone, thanks so much for checking in today. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50. We talk everything that's important to us little older gals. All right, take care. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.